All right, this is video 3 in how to set up a OneNote notebook. Last time we left off on the same screen, but it was spinning and telling me it was going to take a little while, so I didn't think we needed to watch that all together. So now we are starting with the ready page. It says, oh, my notebook Grow 360 teacher example is ready for you. I can open it in OneNote in just a second, which I will. But down here, it says the class notebook add-in. This add-in is designed for teachers. You absolutely want this add-in. So don't click away from this page without grabbing this add-in, although I think you can get it later if you need to. But make sure that you click download the class notebook add-in. And it's an executive file. It will run on your machine. Yes, I agree. Install. And what this does is it gives you the ability, it gives you the ability to push things into student notebooks. Sorry, I had OneNote open. And so now it is set. It's added in. So when I go up here to launch my brand new notebook, I will open it in OneNote. Yes, open in OneNote 2016. And I can do that. Oops, it's opening somebody else's notebook. Actually, that's mine. It's just a different one. And here it is, pushing everything through. And whenever you open these notebooks, there's going to be quite a bit of waiting. And so this is what it will default to. And the first time I opened one of these, I was like, what in the world am I even looking at? I don't even know what this is. So it is really just kind of their own tutorial about how to do it and how to use it, which is great. If you haven't done this before, you can take a few minutes and look through some of these different things. You can even assign some of them to kids and whatnot. One of the cool things about OneNote is that you can copy and paste different things around. But for me, I'm not particularly interested in this. So I just come up to the tab, I right click on it, and I delete it. Yes, I want to delete that. And so now I have no sections. I have nothing. It is blank. Although I do have a collaboration space and I have the content library. And up here, I have the class notebook tab, which is not working yet. Oh, there it is. And so this is the class notebook tab that we just pushed it in, that little executive file. This is the tab that it creates, is it allows you to manage this stuff much more easily. So down here, I can just create a welcome page, and maybe I'll put some clever instructions here or whatnot, or maybe I'll just put a video here about how to do this. But this is where every kid will see when they open up their notebook. Now up here along the top, you can see what is standard. We have the collaboration space, which we'll talk about later. It has, of course, an example there. We have the content library, which we use heavily. This is where I set up my own stuff and push it around. And then I have my 3 willing students. And the first thing I like to do before the kids even get their notebooks really is, if possible, I try to rename these. Now, sometimes I don't know who they are, but I'll print a big list of my students. And if I have 2 or 3 BRs, then I can't necessarily fix it. But I can certainly give it a shot. But for today, I'll just right click on it and I'll rename this Student A. Oops, A. This one will become Student, oh, sorry, they move around automatically. Student. They will always try to alphabetize, to my knowledge. This will be Student C. There we go. Now, if I had multiple students, they will actually disappear, and then there's a little arrow you can use. For example, I'm in a teacher-only tab. But over here, here are some of my students, just their first name, so still pretty protected. So this is another teacher. But they kind of list over here. And you can toggle between your notebooks just right here. So here's my Grow 360 teacher example where we left off. And so now all these notebooks are empty. This is just the way I want them. But now it is time to actually start creating content, which I will do in the next video.